This is the stuff that I have left after doing what I've done so far. Still lots more scenery to do. Hello everybody. Today is Saturday, 24th of August 2019. I posted a video on the 15th of the yard section that I got done, all the sidings and everything I put in. After that, I decided to do some scenery, did some ballasting. So I've been doing that for the last, 9 days now, I guess. I guess the items I just use basic Mod Podge and watered down Mod Podge and the old trusty siphon thingy here, a little spray bottle, mist bottle, and I used some Aleene's mixed with Mod Podge when that comes up to doing the scenery part. I used mainly Mod Podge for the track ballast, and for the trees I used Loctite spray and some really dried up Elmer's rubber cement, and it also has some Weldwood contact cement mixed in with it. And this is kind of the bottom of the jug, so it's really really sticky and dry, so it really sticks to those branches really well. I mean, you can get a nice glob on there without it dripping off like you do some of the new rubber cement. I guess my advice would be to leave a small amount sitting out and then brush out of that so it gets semi dried, and it's really nice. If you ever do it like that, you'll see what I mean. And for the scenery, I used a lot of Woodland Scenic stuff. They're fine materials mixed together, yellows and blended earth and burnt grass, just different. I mixed it all in a big jug, and came out pretty nice. And then I also used on the after I glued everything down with the eyedropper, I used some other finer material, some flocking, and some I sifted out some of the alpine meadow from Flock and Turf, and I got all the fines out of that, and I used that. I kind of sprinkled that around in spots after I've used the eyedropper and the glue. And then after that, I use a little bit of a coarser material of burnt grass and several other shades. I think there's some of that alpine meadow in that as well. And they're really small clumps, and I just kind of sprinkle those around a little bit so it sets in the glue really well. And I mean, after all this has still got to be more detailed, I'll use static grass on some sections, and of course a little bit more blending of different earths to give different shades and everything around. I also went ahead and did I think 22 trees that I added to all this too. I realized that I'll have to take some of them off because I still got to do the back section where the car repair facility is at. I still have to do the cement around that, the concrete slab that goes around that, and let's see what else. I got a parking lot to do over there on that side too, where it's gonna be gravel. I'm gonna use sifted driveway gravel for that, but that's another video. This just covers the scenery, ballasting, scenery, and trees. Well, enjoy the rest of the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, and all you new subscribers out there, thanks for joining. This is thanks for watching me build my N-scale model railroad. It's fun to do. Well, enjoy the video, guys. Alright, well, here's where I left you guys off the last video. I'd completed the sidings and placing more switches into the cement plant area yard. I've used a soldering iron to make some valleys in between the sidings there, the rails. I also added a foam piece on the north wall there, the back wall. Here's different ballast shades that I used. Just mixed it all in a big bowl. And here it is, just the first coat of it before I got to the switches. And the switches are done. And I also added a little bit of the darker shades ballast in there. I kind of sprinkled that around. It looked too plain. I still got a lot of more weathering to do on that, of course, in there. But it looks pretty good for now. I also went through and did the what is that, east section on the main line, the backing for the main line. I went ahead and cut some foam to put on that, and later on put some plaster over the top of that. I shaded the plaster a dark green, but it dried out about even half of its shade. In one of the photographs coming up here, you can see the back wall it looks almost like it's white, but it's actually a light green. It didn't really matter anyway because I went ahead and painted over everything. This is where it's fresh. I just put it on, just got done, 2 minutes old. So it's really a nice bright green. Here it is when it dried, a lighter shade. The back wall, light green. And then here's the main line and the cement plant yard area. I went ahead and ballasted that number 1 track because all the scenery and everything's going to be done there. So I went ahead and ballasted that and the main line. I got that all done. And then I went around and painted everything. Just a dark olive drab flat color. Makes it easier, I guess. I don't know. It's just so you can't see anything underneath. Okay, the rest of the video, what I've done is it's time-lapsed and sped up. So what I've done is just added a little bit of music for background. So enjoy.